Hi there Gundam fans, welcome back to Gundam.my, and today we have a special treat for you to celebrate the 2020. It was not a fun ride, but overall, let's check back on 2020. The top 10 Gunplas of 2020. Happy 40th anniversary Gundam, and without a doubt to celebrate that 40th anniversary it is the RX78 2 Beyond Global. Now this kit was released in early of June of 2020. Now this is part of the HG series to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gundam. Now it's redesigned by Kuniya Okawara, so it has multiple features that you do not see in your typical RX78. I find this Gundam a really nice addition kit, and it's really better than the rest of the other kits that I reviewed in the last year. So definitely in the 10th spot with its own special features and redesign. And on our number 9 spot, it is the HG Build R Lord Earthree Double Rebate. Now I remembered actually assembling this kit when it first got out, and I say that this kit is on the 9th spot due to its cool factor of it. Now the entire kit itself is pretty good without a doubt, as I made a review of this specific Gunpla kit, but without a doubt the Lord Earthree Double Rebate was actually released in mid-November 2020. A really nice kit overall, and has that cool factor that similarizes itself with No Name due to the fact of its design. So let's head to the number 8 spot. I wonder what Gundam it is on number 8. And the final shot was taken by the RX78. Now this is the entry grade RX78. Now the entry grade RX78 is by far one of the best kits that I recommend to beginners, without a doubt. It is one of those kits that even though it is an entry grade, its quality, its movements, everything about it feels more of a HG than an entry grade. So from the price and the quality itself, it deserves a much more higher spot compared that to the Lord Rebate and as well as the Beyond Global. Seems that Grandpa is getting a lot of love this year. It is the HG Origin RX78. Has another RX78 on our list. It is the HG Origin of the RX78. Now this was released in mid of March of 2020, and it offers more detail in the kit compared to the others that are similar in concept and design, and really it gives more options and features compared that to the other RX78s with its own much more updated model, I feel like. Now regarding of this kit, it doesn't look HG at all. It looks more of a RG version. Now with that special mounted shoulders of a cannon, and with its own multiple features, opening its chest to reveal its Gatling gun, I really like this model and it deserves a much more higher spot, but you will know why I put this Gundam at least on number 7 spot. Now, the HG Origin Gundam is by far a really detailed and a much more updated version of the RX78, as I mentioned, with its nice detail and multiple features. Yes, and as you can see, the shoulder itself has its own Gatling gun. It's a beam rifle, it has multiple forms, and it comes with its own bazooka, and its feet itself has a much more angle version for it to move, and even has features for it to open itself up on the part of the legs. So as you can see from the 360 video, it is a really nice model, and without a doubt, if with scribbing and with panel lining, this model can be an absolute beast. I really can't believe that this is a HG kit. It is by far one of the best kits of for a HG for this year, really, but it is on the number 7 spot. So let's find out who's on the next spot above the Origin of the RX78.
トランザムを発動し、国連軍との最終決戦に挑むキュリオス。ガンダムマイスターとしての使命に準じるべく、最後まで戦い抜いた機体であった。
An MG, of course, an MG is above HG, of course. Now, it is released in the late of May. It is the MG Gundam Curios. It is this year's newer MG. Now, without a doubt, this MG is by far a really good MG compared to the rest. A much more updated MG. Now, this copies the frame of the MG Gundam Dunamis and a new and improved transformation to the MA form. So really, this entire kit has been improved over other Gunplas, and I can tell you that the transformation is really nice and slick, and the form itself is really solid. Now, it has a feature to lock the armor of the shoulder as well as the back panels in the MA form to have a better form, so it can maintain a much more better form in its current MA flight mode. So overall, the GN beam submachine gun connected to the arm joint is actually replaceable. So overall, it actually gives you a lot of options and features for you to play with. So really deserving for the 6th spot. Now onwards to the top 5. And for the number 5 spot, yeah, surprisingly an RG. It is the RG Force Impulse Gundam released in April 2020. Now, you're probably asking, why is this Gundam on number 5 instead of Curios? Now, let me explain. Now, when it comes to the RG Force Impulse, it is a much more better and updated version of the RG line. Now, why I say this is because the RG Force Impulse doesn't feel like an RG at all. The movement and the flexibility of the Force Impulse really is deserving of a 5th spot. It doesn't feel like RG at all. And really, it is considered like a mini MG that which follows with the RG Sazabi and the RG Nu. So overall, it has improved colorization, knee armor moves in sync with the legs. The forearm can be twisted separately, which is really nice and updated inner frame, and really this is a much more improved version than the older RGs. So you can rest assured that this is as good, and even I dare say better than the RG Sazabi and the RG Nu when it comes to terms with how much it offers for a RG. So really it doesn't feel like an RG at all, and that for me in my book deserves the 5th spot. Now onwards to number 4. And next, it will be the MG5 Car. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, surprisingly that this kit is been released in last year, February 2020. It is one of those kits that never appeared on any sort of anime series. Now, this actually came from the Gundam Sentinel, and really there's no any sort of clips regarding of Gundam Sentinel. Now, all I can say is the MG5 Car is a beastly of a kit. Now, as you can see with its ginormous beam cannon, this Hajime Katoki variation of the Fuzz is really special. It's really nice, really detailed, and overall a beast of a kit. And you can actually buy two of these to form double beam cannon, so why the heck not? So let's head to the top 3. Now it's no big surprise that the next MG, it is a much more newer car. It is the MG Wing Gundam Endless Waltz version car. Now what can I say about this Gundam? We actually made a review of this Gundam at the end of last year, and all I can say, it looks angelic. It can actually form the double beams. Really, the entire thing, even without any sort of water decals, looks so good and awesome. Really, this variation of the Wing Gundam that was last updated was back in 2004. So really, not something that everyone wanted, but something that is not surprising and is welcoming to the community. So the MG Wing Gundam car is by far one of the most highly sorted cars currently in the market. Even we currently do not have a new stock, as you can see from our recent 360 from our review of this specific kit. Now don't worry about it. If you actually want to check out the review, I will actually put a video description right on top of this, so you can actually just watch it and enjoy it. So overall, this transformation is really nice. The model is solid, and as I reviewed about this kit, the only issues with this kit I feel is the hands, but it is dwarfing its own flaws due to its own amazing pure awesomeness and looks. As you can see from, basically you can put this thing in any form and it will not fall shake in any form of way. So I really do like the Wing car, and to me it deserves the top 3 spot. So let's head to number 2. The MGEX again with the cars. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is the MGEX Unicorn Gundam car. Now with the MGX Unicorn car, this thing again is much more beastly than the Fuzz somehow. Now this kit comes with its own LED set, its own stand, its own cage. Overall, it is quite a large project. It comes with a lot of features, so to me, with its own car and with a newer variant of the MGAX coming to the scene of Gunplas, really this kit is a welcoming sight for any of those fans for the MG that wish to go a much more above and beyond level for the Fuzz. And now for number 1. And taking it on number 1 spot, it is the RX78 2 Perfect Grade Unleashed. Now this beast of a kit is a perfect grade, and again Grandpa taking it on the first spot. Now this perfect grade isn't like your normal average perfect grade like the Force Impulse or the Strike. This perfect grade contains multiple features and even its own LED unit. Overall, now this kit actually is part of the Gunplas Evolution project, which actually Bandai uses multiple ways to experiment on how to improve the kits overall from last year. So this kit even includes with its own metallic parts such as the metal and gold, and even the gates itself for the vents. The LEDs can change, and overall the movement of this kit and even the size of this kit is one of the largest perfect grades that we can ever know. So really, Grandpa taking it again for this year. You can always know that the OG will always and will forever be remembered by Bandai. I hope you enjoyed this top 10 review and hope to see you in the next video. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Ciao!